Okay, so what I wanted to do today, I want to make a long form video about books that are very important, I think, to read when you're first getting into bikes. And I'll talk a little bit about why I think books are so valuable. So I was talking to Dan about this on the podcast we did, that a lot of young people are finding motorcycles for the first time on social media. Whether it be like a very quick video of like someone kickstarting it, or they're seeing like a chopper in their Explorer tab, and that's where they're finding it and that's where they're seeing it, which is cool. I don't think that's a bad way to find it. But I also kind of think that after you get that initial interest in it, I think it's good to go deeper and do a deep dive. And I think one of the best ways to do that is to read books. This books are so cheap and affordable. You can buy them used on Amazon for like $4. And I think it's really healthy to just sit down and really kind of dive in and get some really meaty context for where all this stuff comes from, the history of it, the mentality, the attitude. And it's going to help kind of see where this stuff started. And it's going to be able to give you a really good grasp on what this stuff means and what it can mean for you. I'm not saying you have to take these as gospel and do things exactly the way that these people did them, or, the style of bike or the way they approach things. I'm just saying that it's good to have an understanding of things that came before and to learn the history. I think it's very important. And you're not going to get that on social media. I really don't think like social media is an in-depth enough look to really kind of show you the things that I think are important when you're first getting into bikes. Um, I read these books like very early on in my motorcycle journey in my early 20s, and I think it really did help me kind of see where things came from, why things are done a certain way with the bikes, the style of bikes, kind of the traveling mentality, how you're supposed to interact with others as far as like the motorcycle community. And it really taught me a lot about how to do the things that I do today, I think, on my bike, and the way that I do things as far as like riding in a group, traveling, working on your bike, sharing parts. So I think this is valuable. And I think it's really easy nowadays to get kind of, you know, you get so comfortable just looking at photos all the time on the internet. And that's a good way to get inspiration. It really is. But I think there's no way to go really deep on the internet or social media. I think like looking at endless photos can be good, but I also think it can be kind of a replacement for something that's a lot more in depth, which could be this for you, some reading material. So whenever one of my friends gets into bikes, I always give them, at least one of these books, because I think it's good to read. Um, Again, to have that understanding of the history. So if you're a young kid, or not even young, if you're just finding motorcycles, these are must read books. I highly recommend all these because they're going to help you in your journey, and they're going to just get you into the whole culture really well. I think you're going to be able to kind of see where everything came from, and it's going to help you get the most out of your motorcycle experience. So let's get into it. So a lot of people that have been into bikes for a long time, they might look at this stack of books and be like, this is so basic. Like everybody knows about these books. I've read those. Like this is not new information. Like this stuff has been talked about for years or decades. And I get that. I know that if you come from the motorcycle community for a long time, or if you maybe had a family member that was into it, you have seen this before, and this is just kind of common stuff. But if you have not been into it for a long time, or you have no real like background with the culture, these, you've not heard of these. These are new, and they're kind of hard to find. They're kind of deep cuts if you don't have someone, showing you them. So this really is designed to be for new people who are just getting into it and want to learn more. I think there's so much you can get from taking a deep dive. And that's what I am always trying to do, is to encourage people after you get that initial interest in what this is and you want to get into it. Let's say you got your first bike, like your first Sportster, and you're riding all the time. This is the next step. This is really going to get you excited about the whole mentality and the culture. So let's start. Hangman by Dale Aronson. So this book I actually read a couple years ago. This one I had not read a long time ago, like the other ones. This one was recommended to me by a friend. He said, "If you read Dale Aronson's book, it's amazing." Um, so this guy was a club member of the Hangmen in the '70s. The content in this book is absolutely outrageous. It is scary. It's crazy. There's a ton of violence. But this guy was a traveler. He rode a shit ton. He still rides today. I think he was an airplane pilot, or currently an airplane pilot, but he still rides with the club. And he gives really good details about riding on a trip, like all the way through. Stuff about the road conditions, stuff about how him and his buddies were, handling setbacks on the road, people crashing, people partying. And I think it's a good place to find that inspiration for getting on the road and traveling on your bike. Um, Hangman by Dale Aronson. This is a bigger book. It took me a couple weeks to get done with it, but for me personally, when I open these books and I start them, the old like outlaw books, I cannot put them down. I really love it. I've read pretty much every book done by one of these kind of like original OG club guys, and they're just such good reads. So this one is definitely a must read book. Okay, Sonny's book. This one is the first book that I read when I got into bikes, about bikes, and this is my personal favorite. This book is incredible as far as the stories that are told from his life, and it's crazy. I mean, so much of the stories of from this book were used and kind of inspired, like the Sons of Anarchy series. Like this, a lot of that shit was real, and it happened in this book. So this is really kind of a crazy look at one of basically the most famous bikers life, the most famous biker in history, arguably, his life. So this is a really good one. There's a whole chapter on the style of the bikes and kind of like what they were thinking when they were modifying them, and what they wanted to do and how they wanted to be seen, and kind of the whole mentality. He also talks a lot in this book about sharing um, sharing parts and looking out for your friends, and that's a big part of the culture also. So this one really is a good, inspiring read. I read this probably once a year, every year. I love it. The stories never get old, and it's a good refresher on what's kind of important, and I love whatever you think about these guys. I mean, they're not saints, and that's okay. You kind of have to separate the person from the story and pick out the good things that you can learn and incorporate into your own life. So that's really what it's all about, is doing a deep dive and, kind of taking the things that you can get out of it and incorporating them and letting that inspire you. So this is a really good book. I love this one. Okay, Soul on Bikes. This one is so amazing. This has some of the most iconic photos that I've ever seen, and some of my favorite pictures also. This is a Bay Area club from the 60s. Toby Jean wrote this. He was the president of the East Bay Dragons, and is a really cool read. Some of the pictures are just insane. I mean, look at this. This is one of the coolest photos ever right there. Everyone's seen that. This was all over the blogs. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but it came out of this book. Um, really, really good stuff. And again, a lot of the stuff you're going to see in all these books, a lot of the content, it's very similar. Like this stuff is like, that's kind of what I have learned in my years being into bikes, is like a lot of the stuff, people have the same experiences when you're riding bikes a lot, so it's cool to kind of see, oh wow, this club or this person was like doing the same thing. the other guy was. And that's because riding motorcycles, you're going to see a lot of that. If you do it a certain way, everyone can kind of relate, and it's a lot of the same experiences. So I love this book. Toby Jean, uh, amazing read. This is a must read for sure. All right, Gypsy Joker to a Hell's Angel by Fillmore Cross. This is a really awesome book. And so I actually worked with Phil Cross's niece when I lived on the Central California coast. And she told me about this book that her Uncle Phil wrote. And I immediately got it, and I read it so fast because I was just hooked to the book. It is a really good read. This guy was so interesting and diverse as a person. He had a lot of interest. He traveled a ton. He just has wild, crazy stories. He was running from the police. He was on the most wanted list. Just a very, very crazy life that this guy lived. And I kind of like it when you see someone who's into bikes, like fully 100% invested in chopper culture or bike culture, and they still are able to kind of have other aspects about them that are interesting. They're not like just into one thing only. This guy was into airplanes. He traveled. He trained venomous snakes. He was really into that. He was super into working out. The dude was just like ripped. So a really awesome guy. I'm pretty sure he's still alive. And amazing photographer also. There are some really great photos in this book too to supplement the text. I'll show you one of my favorite photos ever from this book. I'll show you. There's some really amazing stuff in here. Again, he explains a lot about the style of bikes, and so it's a good way to learn if you're just trying to get into like what makes like a really cool, unique chopper. Like, read these books and you'll know, man, because they tell you exactly what they were doing, the way they wanted to do it, and so you can take that inspiration. And I think it's cooler than just seeing a photo. I think like photos can be kind of shallow in a way. I think how fast we see them nowadays. So sit down, read this book for a couple hours, and it will just blow your mind. You're really going to get the full picture. So what was I doing here? Okay. Let's see. One of my favorite photos of all time, bike photos. This one right here. That's Phil Cross on a run. Looks like he just got up. Probably been up drinking all night. I mean, that is just such an amazing photo of his life that I think just represents motorcycling to an amazing degree right there. Very cool. And then this picture on the back is pretty crazy right here. He's got the big snake around. Pretty cool. Gypsy Joker to a Hell's Angel by Phil Cross. Great book. It is a must read for a new motorcyclist. Okay, now the one modern book that I selected for this list because I got a lot of value out of it. And a lot of modern motorcycle related books are only photo books today. Even a lot of the major magazines, it's mostly photos, and that's okay. I know that does really well and people love to see it, but I think there is something so important about writing, and it really allows you to get inside the head of someone and kind of really see what they were thinking, what they were feeling. And that's what really inspires me, is looking deeper into someone and not just a photo. So this is a photo book. Todd Bluebot is a photographer, so the photography in this book is amazing, but the story is equally as amazing, and the text is just, that's where it's at, man. You got to read the book. It's a really amazing story about what motorcycling and choppers did for Todd during a very difficult time in his life. And I think a lot of people, me included, can get a lot out of that story because this stuff can lead to a lot of fulfillment. It can save you. It can do a lot of good things for you. So again, a must-read book. I'm not sure if these are still available. You could try and reach out to Todd and see maybe where you could purchase one. I love my copy. I pull this out probably once a month and just look at the photos, reread little excerpts. It's a very well done book. So I'll show you a few pages that I think are really cool and inspiring in here. Let's see, one of my favorite spreads in this book is the Kentucky guys, the Snodgrasses, I think are their names. And that's my favorite photo set in this book. So that would be, let's see. I don't know if this video is going to be worthwhile for people to watch. I hope it is. I've been wanting to do a video about books for a long time because, you know, I think it's what's going to help younger generation feel more comfortable in this and learn about it more. It's so hard to learn about something and do a deep dive because I feel like there's almost too much stuff. You know, we're just constantly bombarded with imagery and, you know, these kind of short snippets of things. And, you know, getting a book and just sitting down and reading it is very, very good for learning. Let me see here. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. So this right here, this chapter is called The Loner. But this is my favorite chapter of the book, and the writing and imagery is really cool. I love Kentucky. There's something, I'm pretty sure these guys are from Kentucky. Yeah. I love Kentucky. It's one of my favorite low-key states. Like, it's a very fun place to ride. Great people. Kentucky has some of the best music ever, in my opinion. Look at that. Look at that shot. Amazing right there. I think this guy has owned this bike for a very long fucking time. It's like his bike, you know. Look at that shot right there. That is amazing. Just getting it in the corner. It looks so natural, so real. The dude looks so comfortable on that bike. It's insane. I mean, I love that. There's nothing more inspiring when someone has their bike that they've owned for a long time and you could just tell they know that bike like the back of their hand. So, again, great story. Todd Bluebot. Too Far Gone is the name of the book. There's a bunch of really cool, kind of like super engaging pieces in the book. You know, there's like handwritten letters. There's like newspaper clippings. Just really, really cool stuff. Look at that shot. That's fucking sick right there. Too Far Gone by Todd Bluebot. I think if you're going to take the next step, if you want to get serious about motorcycling, or choppers or whatever this shit is called, I would definitely get these books and read them ASAP. You will not be disappointed. It is time. It is the best way you can spend your time, I think, today. It is a really good supplement to motorcycling. After you read one of these books, even just for like an hour, you're going to be so freaking stoked to ride. I remember like in my early 20s, reading this book for the first time, and like me and my friends, we were all riding together at that time in LA, and we would just talk. We'd be like, oh my god, man, like reading that book, it just gets you inspired to ride. And it really does. And that's, to me, that's what it's all about. Getting on the road, having fun, creating that relationship with your machine, and hopefully keeping that machine around in your life for a long time. I want you to get into it and stay into it, right? Because it can be really fulfilling. I think like sometimes you don't know where to go, like what's the next step. And then, you know, maybe someone says something negative to you about how you don't know what you're doing, or you shouldn't be into this stuff. And it's like, a lot of times like kids will just stop doing it, you know? And if new people don't get into this stuff, it dies. And I like having fun. I like riding old shitty bikes like this, and I want it to continue. So 5 must-read books. Give them a try. Tell me what you think about these books in the comments. If you read one of these, or even if you just, you know, read it for half an hour and tell me what you think about the book. I want to know the impact that it has had on you if you do decide to take that plunge and get some books. So, okay, this might be a stupid video, but I don't know. We're learning. I hope that you found value in this. I hope maybe you saw something out of those books that you didn't know about, and you can dive in. So again, check them out. Let me know. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys very fucking much. I will see you soon. Bye.